many times, becomes really a part of the mainstream of Toronto business. Some of the organizations that have been around for decades and decades before the Tamil people even came to Toronto are inviting the Tamil community, the business community, to reach out the hand and say, let's work together to really get more jobs for Toronto, because you know how to do it. You know how to do it. I've seen story after story. My friend Stan is here. I don't want to embarrass him, but I used to do business with him at Cable Shop, and this is a business that serves clients across North America, based here in Toronto and founded by people from this community. So that's kind of job one is One Toronto. Job two as part of One Toronto is getting some transit here. For years and years, our gaze as people who were sort of involved in the community was west. A lot of the growth went west, to Brampton and Mississauga, and that's why those cities are so big. But there's a big city right here. Scarborough, I think, by itself is the 7th largest city in Canada, if it was a city. And it has inadequate transit. And it has operating rooms in the hospitals that aren't up to scratch. And not all of those things are the responsibility of the city. But it is fair to say that we should make sure that every part of Toronto has equal treatment in terms of having their basic needs met, whether it's healthcare, or whether it's transportation, or whether it's access to jobs. And it's no accident that my program has in it a specific initiative to create jobs around the new Scarborough subway, so that there are jobs being created right here in Scarborough, as Gary referenced, as opposed to saying, well, it's fine, we'll create all the jobs somewhere else in the city. And that's not trying to stir up any resentment between parts of the city. It's just saying it is in the best interest of the city to have lots of jobs being created around the new Scarborough subway, and that's what I'm going to do. Get that subway built and get jobs created all around it. So, I will just finish on these last two notes. First of all, to say that when I've talked about One Toronto, yes, I mean transit, yes, I mean stopping the squabbling between different parts of the city, yes, I mean making sure the Tamil community and all others are joined to every part of the city's life. But more so than anything else, it means in my books that nobody is left behind in the city. And you are a community that have done very well and that look after each other and that make sure you're raising these wonderful children and have these fabulous businesses that the Tamil Canadian Chamber of Commerce. But I've heard great concern, for example, in your community about seniors and about the fact you're worried about all the different people that are growing older, as we all should be. And so I just want to work with you to make sure that One Toronto doesn't just mean that we're together as a city geographically, that we're together on jobs, together on transit, but that we make sure we commit ourselves to making sure that nobody is left behind, whether that's seniors or disabled people or people who are just down on their luck, people who are unemployed and so on. So we've got to get to work on that early on as well. And then the final thing I want to say is none of this can happen. None of this can happen if we don't get the job finished tomorrow. It has been a long job application process, but the